Hello, friends, and welcome back to Restore You. It is Angela, and I am here with I have a stack of those, and it is brought to you by Tanya at Teddy Treasures. If you are on her Facebook page, or if you aren't yet, it is Teddy Treasures and Friends, and each month she or one of her followers on her page host a challenge. And this month, I believe, I don't know if I should have went back and looked, but I believe it's Tanya that's hosting this month. And it is going to be fun. And I just got done doing another video and realized, well, I have a stack of a lot of things that need to be used up. But one thing that I shared was that the kids and I made this whole huge thing of wax seals, and we made all these little, what I'm calling them little, well, I'm calling them adhesive dots. What they're not, they're glue dots, but wax dots. But they make great little faux adhesive dots and or brads. So I did do a little bit of sorting because it would take me forever to go through all of these. So I'm going to set these aside, and I kind of grabbed some things. I was working on my May 6th video, and I was trying to clear out my project box, and I just had things I needed to put away, and I started working on some things, and that's where I got this idea. So it's kind of a carryover from that. But let's see. The first thing that I grabbed, I have these 2 blank tags, and I have these, I got these at a thrift haul. These were in the kids section of a thrift shop. And in the last video, I had cut these up. My hands are still looking pretty grubby. And oh, I decided it's past 5 o'clock, and I have 2 big projects to work on that are kind of more technical, and I need to have my full druthers about me. So it wasn't happening tonight. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to carry on with this. So what I thought we would do, I want to use some of these words that I typed, but what if we put these 2 together? And these were 2 separate pieces. These are from Susan Branch book. And so I thought I could put those on there with some words, and maybe we could just do a little dangle. They're both bees. So let's see what happens here. But my thought was we could maybe tuck this inside. So why not try it? Why not give it a go? It is such a dreary day. I know I'm not alone. I watch a lot of you, no matter where you are in the world, and you're like, gosh, this weather just cannot make up its mind. It is true. One day it's 70, the next day it's 50. And I was down here working, and I was like, I am freezing. Well, it's no wonder I did not have the heat on. Okay, I can do that. And it was like 62 degrees in the house, which means that in our basement, in our lower level, it was way colder than that because it's always cooler in the basement. So it's no wonder I had to go upstairs and warm up, which then led to me watching a bunch of videos and not coming back down here. And I was working on a little project that I've been working on ongoing upstairs. And so I was like, well, you know. In fact, I think Julie at Camellia Craft Designs may have given me my inspiration for my next. Ooh, I have a stack of those. She was working on a journal, and she was using her inchies and twinchies that she had made. I have not seen that video yet, so I'm going to have to go check it out. We're just going to take these 3 bottom ones off here. And I was like, you know what? I have tons of inchies and twinchies that I've made. I did a video quite some time about how I make them and how I kind of store them. And I was like, I need to bust those out and like use them and build up my ephemera. So I've been trying to sort, and this is why I'm loving Tanya's challenge, because there's things that I've had, it needs to be thinner, in my stash for some time. And I went through it the other day, and I said this on the last video, but I realized just how much unfinished ephemera. I thought most of it was all finished, but so many times I just say, oh, I'll just wait until I'm going to do a project and then put it on. Yeah, well, that hasn't happened. So, thank you, Tanya. This is a great, great project. And if you guys don't follow her on YouTube, she is very fun to watch. My son was, this is quite some time ago, but he's very observant, and he always listens. Like, he knows who Gail is. He knows by her voice. It's really kind of quite funny. Although I have to tell you, for any of you YouTubers out there who are from the UK, he's pretty much sure you're all the same person. So you're all Tanya to her, or to him. But in one of the videos, Colin, her dog, was barking, and she said, that blinking dog. And so now every time Ruby, our new puppy, does something, he says in a British accent, that blinking dog. I can't say it, you know. There's a reason I don't do television. I can't do accents that well. I can do a few, but that's about it. But he's, every time he hears somebody that I'm watching that is from the UK, even, well, he can tell the difference between those of you who are from Australia or New Zealand. I think I've said this before, but during our we took a trip to Canada and to Choco, and stayed at our friends have a place up there. If you ever get a chance to go, you've got to make it there. It's called Choco Wilderness Resort, and it is stunning. And they have, I don't know, I can't remember what it's called exactly, but all across the world, people can, it's kind of like a collective in different companies, businesses. It's kind of like you can go if you're from the US, and I could go to, if anybody wants me to come to New Zealand or Australia to work with them for the summer. That program seems amazing, and they were, you know, really awesome kids. And we had let's see, one was from Australia that year, one was from New Zealand. Where was the other guy from? He was the chef, and he was amazing, but he you know, they all do not just their primary job, they all do lots of things. And so my kids learned a ton. Oh, there was 2 kids from Germany, and it was during the soccer championship. So the kids got a kick out of them, watching them. But anyway, I remember that Craig, who was one of the hosts. What am I doing? I was going to put this dangle on here. So now should we put the gold one? Probably. He was one of the hosts, and he did a lot of photography for them. He's a beautiful photographer. And, you know, then because there was, you know, a bunch of us, you know, the kids didn't always want to do what the adults wanted to do or go on, you know, excursions. And so he was taking them, I don't know where they were going, if they were going on a 4-wheeler ride or a hike, I don't know. But he had Demi and Rhea, and he said, okay, girls, what do you do if you see a... I don't even know if I can do it like him. He said, they were talking about safety, and he said, what do you do if you see a bear in the woods? And the girls both looked at each other, and they were like... And I don't know which one of them said, don't drink it. Oh my gosh, it will go down in history as the number... Like, they were so worried, like, why are we talking about beer? No, he was saying bear. They were just a little confused. Anyway, here's another way we can probably use this. I made these just out of scraps, but what if we... Oh, I didn't even think about one for this one. Okay, what do we have inside? What if we put one just right here so it kind of tucks in? This one I think is too green. This one's kind of neutrally... The nice thing about these wax seals is that they are really flexible. That looks kind of cool. Let's just do it. Ooh, which should I use? Should I use this art glitter glue? Guess we're going to find out. So that's easy. Okay, I've used 2. I like that. I feel like it needs something, though. It needs a word or something. And if you go back, you'll hear me talking more about all of these phrases and words. Well, this seems appropriate since we were just talking about Craig and Bia. It says, stay on the path. That's probably a good first start. We did get to see some bear. What else did we see? Did we see moose on that trip? I want to say yes. We saw lots of wildlife. It's a stunning experience to be up there where it's just really, there's not a lot of people and there's not a lot of, and there's no internet and, you know, you could get, well, there is internet, but not really. And they could get some TV. But for the most part, my kids were off their electronic devices for 10 days. And it was just, the kids still say, oh, we want to go back and see Phil and Ann. So if you haven't seen it, look it up. It's called the Chilco Wilderness Experience. And it is amazing. I don't know, maybe they have a YouTube channel. You know what? I'll write this down on my things I need to tag. And either way, I know they have a Facebook page, so I will tag that on there so you guys can check it out. Okay, this one, I did a couple of these kind of sorted out because of these tiny little dots. But I thought this one might be just really simple. And my point in the last video with these is those wax seals, you know, don't just throw out. Like a lot of people, they make one color and then they clean out their little spoon with paper towel or wet wipe or whatever, and then start on a new color. 2 things that I realized, I feel like I'm becoming an expert at wax seals. Pretty much not me, mostly my children, but they had so much fun. But the one thing that I would suggest that you do is, you know, make your seal. I put enough in to make 2. I should just do a video on these one of these days. There's so many out there. I didn't think that maybe that was something that you guys would want, but maybe you do. And if you do, tell me. I found those 2 little birds. Oh, no. It's going to be a little off center. But if you want me to show you all my tips and tricks of how I use the wax seals, I'm happy to do that. So what I do after I've made as many wax seals as I can out of the one batch that I have. Then I just take my spoon and make these little dots, and voila. Now, I think it might be easier if I just put the little dot of glue on there first and then try to pick these bad boys up, because they're not the easiest to pick up. Okay, I got a little glue gushing out. And I know they're not perfect. I know they're not perfectly round. I'm okay with that. I just think it's cute. Now, don't judge because my glue is gushing out. But there you have it. Now you'll never have to buy. I've got tons of these things, right? These little, you know what I'm talking about. You know, and the pearl ones in every color, but these are just as cool and look a little more vintage and handmade. Let's see. So these are some that I did. I made a whole 3 of these out of what I had. I made the over the page bookmark. I made a couple clusters. What if we do, let's do these little ones. Then I have one big one. Okay, this one, I don't know. I had an idea for it. I don't remember what that idea was. I'm just going to put those there so you can kind of see them. But I have all the... Okay. Oh, this is the one I started kind of doing in the last video, and then I had a couple of file folders left. So this says, what if being happier was easier than you thought? Because it is. We just have to make a little effort at it, right? Okay, now what was I going to do with these? That's awesome. Oh, I know. I thought we could use these to look like brads. These 2 little ones. If I can do this without. And then these were just little extra ones. Maybe we'll use there. Okay. I'm going to put these here. And I'm going to put these on now and set it aside. Okay, use less glue, Angela. I am not talking because I'm looking for... I don't know where my... Maybe I'm just not seeing them, but my little tweezers that are... I don't know what they're called. Reverse tweezers. I don't know. They're closed until you squeeze them. You know what I'm talking about. But and they're much easier to work with, but I don't know where they're... I don't see them. Oh gosh, the dog is barking. Well, someone's at the door and I'm not answering. Sorry, guys. If I talk loud enough, maybe the dog will... You'll not hear the dog. She doesn't bark very often. But she does bark when people come to the door. And actually, Ruby, baby Ruby, the Dave's new dog, who's an Australian Shepherd, is teaching her bad habits to bark. And I'm like, girl, you haven't barked. She just had her, Zenny just had her 5th birthday on April 29th. And the only problem about me not answering the door is, like, I always freak out about, are my kids okay? So sometimes they'll deliver Amazon packages and she can hear it. And they usually don't ring the doorbell. Sometimes like UPS, that looks super cute. Let's see, should we put these on? Why not? They're out here and I need to use them up. Like I said, this is the only thing they're a little bit hard to manage. want this one up here. So, oh gosh, I forgot to do my shout outs. Again. And I have announcements to make because that's the other thing I promised I wouldn't forget. I even wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. That didn't work, apparently. Okay, I like that. Set that aside to dry. Let's see. Well, obviously, I love you all and I appreciate you all. So thank you for subscribing. And I'm going to stick this in with there. So every time I need a couple, I can just use that as my little container. But today specifically, Bonfires and Grace, Joy, and Julie B. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and just hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you, I'm just going to keep going. Okay, remind me. I'm going to put these aside just a little bit and see what was my plan on this. Well, I have some of the butterflies, a bee. Did we use? Yeah, we did on that. And then I got some of the little dots. Oh, I thought, remember when I made, let's see, where are they? Well, apparently I can't find them, but, and actually, has that even, no, it's going to happen on Wallpaper Wednesday, so I'm glad I didn't find them. But I have a fun video coming up. What if we do this so this one opens, this one doesn't, and this is a pocket. And then, okay, that's fine. That's all fine and good, but then what are we going to do with these little, well, these we can put on the corners. I'm cool with that. And then we could have those kind of flying out of the, we'll figure out something to do with that. I don't know. It seems like it needs to go somewhere. Okay, let's glue this up first. That's the other thing. When I was watching Julie a little bit earlier, she said she struggles with putting things wonky, like, you know, at an angle. And I am absolutely the opposite of that. I struggle to put things straight. So, you know, you either like things symmetrical usually or asymmetrical. And I am a very asymmetrical person. Like, I need odd numbers. I need it to be off balance. Like, think of this. If you are decorating a mantle, this is how you can easily decide what's your preference. Look at this is store-bought and it's actually crooked. I'm glad to see I am not the only one that makes those mistakes. Let's put these little dots on first. So if you prefer to have, like, you have, like, you want to make a vignette, or you want to, oh, are these the same size? Yeah, they pretty much are. And let's just say that you have a photo or a piece of art in the middle of your mantle. Would you rather have one vase on either side of that piece of art? Or would you rather have 3 pieces or more on just one side with maybe something different on the other side? So that's a quick way from a design perspective that you can kind of figure that out. I don't think I've ever told you guys this, but if you go to, gosh, I don't know why I've never shared this with you because it's really fun. But if you go to restorationharmony.com, that's our website for our renovation company. You can actually, it says take the design challenge, and it is really fun, and it gives you like I should know since I designed it, but I cannot remember if like 5 to 7 different styles, if you will. You know, whether it's contemporary, whether it's industrial, whether it's shabby chic, whether it's cottage country, modern. Okay, I'm liking that. And then it will go cute on a page. Now we got to get our butterflies on there. We could do that one there. And then this one here. See, I like mine wonky. I like that. We're doing it. To find out what your design style is. And you know, a lot of times, you guys, that design style carries over in your art. Mine is very eclectic. I would say I love them all, and that's the problem. But if I had to live with, I don't know if I could live with one design style. But it would probably be a cross between like a French cottage and maybe shabby chic and this is not a style on there, but like little grandma's house. I mean, I just like I just like so many things, and it's the nostalgia and the history behind it. I think now I need one more. Well, we could do the bee. If I wasn't talking, a little less talking and a lot more. Okay, I'm fine with that there. So yeah, if you want to go take that, it's just, there's no catch. It might make you, provide your email, which just gives you some, you know, I'm not sending a bunch of stuff, so I promise you won't get inundated with things, but it's just a fun challenge, and you can, you know, send it on. There's no ins and outs. It's just a website that helps us, and what we usually did with our clients, or do with our clients. We haven't had any for a while because we're kind of on hiatus until things get back to normal. I like that a lot. And it's weird that things still aren't back to normal in my mind, but they could take that design style quiz, and then there's another one if they're interested in, like, you know, our services and that kind of thing. And then that helps Dave and I kind of decide. Here, let me I haven't been bringing this over much. Or at least know the clients better so that we can decide how we can help them best. So that's what it was intended for, but I have a lot of people, a lot of friends and such that like to take it. And does your style change? Heck yeah, it changes in your creativity. It changes in your interior design style. I mean, that's something that, you know, truly trending does affect that a little bit. But also, I mean, your stage of life affects what's going on, whether, you know, you were single. I mean, when I was single, I liked a lot more, you know, a lot different things. I still was very into mixing kind of modern with, well, that one's, well, I think we're going to use this side. I didn't realize that had the top of that on there. And then we'll use the other side for journaling. I'll sew around this when I'm done. You know, as today, in a couple of short years, I'm going to be an empty nester. I think I've said before, one of these days I'm going to do a journal that is all just neutrals, all whites, all creams, all, you know, maybe a little bit of black accent. but primarily white, cream, all kind of colors of cream and white. You know, think like the cottage, right? Where everything was the same color, even the photos. I've always wanted to have, not my whole house done like that, but like one room where it was all like that. So I think I'm going to do a journal like that. I always wanted to have it be my family room. Well, that even, did I just do that on the wrong side? See? Oh, well. I was thinking it would be kind of fun to make this as a tab. Maybe we do the tab here and then a dangle there. So we can use them as tabs. We can use them as envelope tucks. We can use them just as a simple embellishment. We can use these for clusters. We can use them for dangles. Possibilities. Or do we want it dangling? Do we want this dangling off of here? I don't think so. Okay. Decision made. Look at that. So anyway, it is restorationharmony.com if you guys want to go check it out and play. And I would love it if you do it and then you put in the comments what your design style was. I haven't had anybody tell me that theirs was wrong. Like they were like, yep, that's spot on. But I have had people say that they feel like they have more than one. And that absolutely can be the case. Wow. How many did we do? 1, 2. We didn't do that one. 3, 4, 5, 6. We did 6 already. Holy cow. That's impressive. I want to do something with this one, though. Can we figure out something to do with this? Oopsie, I got a little baby. This is one of those charms that I did. I showed that on the last video. And it's got a little butterfly on it. So, doesn't work there. What do I have handy? All right, well, this thing was just dangling out there in Neverland. What if we did something with... I love this. Life is short, buy the shoes. But we're doing more gardening thing. Oh, I love this too. I paint flowers so they won't die. Frida. Love me some Frida. Okay, we're using that. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to grab something out of here. This is my not yet done ephemera. Oh, that looks... You know, I didn't like this when I painted it. Now I kind of like it. Huh. Let's go through here. These are all from Masterboards from my collage book. Oh, that might not be too bad. Okay. Ooh, that might not either. Ooh, that might not either. No. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I think I've shown these before. Shh. Quiet. Be very, very quiet. Okay, one of these has to work. That one won't work with the butterfly. Okay, let's see if one of these will work. I've been keeping my, as I cough, I've been keeping my, I have a doTERRA diffuser down here, and I have been keeping it on, and I have some Breathe in there, and then I've been putting lemon and tangerine. So here's what you should know. I was sick, you know, with the vid, and I still don't have my taste or smell back. And no joke. I like that. All right, we're working with that. And they say that, I think they really mean like real lemon, but they say that like breathing in lemon scent can help you restore your smell. Now, have I just sat there and not sucked on lemons, but smelled lemons? No. But I do put it in the diffuser, and, you know, it's slowly coming back. But tangerine or orange, by the way, is a scent that helps your creativity. I don't know if you guys knew that. When I was teaching, we did some like sensory things, and we talked about, you know, the different types of learners: auditory, visual, etc. But we also talked about, you know, the five senses. And one of the things that I always shared was that, ooh, you know what would be cute is using some of this. This is, I shared how to do this on the last video, but this is a little project from Natasha at Treasure Books. I love it. Is that to help you retain, and especially like kids when they're testing, one of the things that's very, very helpful is the scent of lemon. And, you know, even if you give them a lemon drop, or, you know, give them, if you're into essential oils, or have that, you know, have a diffuser, you can put it, you know, like, depending on the scent of that. I don't know tons about I kind of want to make this into a pocket. So I'm thinking, oh no, I can't make it into a pocket. It's a sticker. Well, I'm putting the sticker on there. You know, I don't know a ton about essential oils at all, but I do know about some of the scents that, you know, there are scents that you always smell. Like when you go to Anthropology, they have the candle that you always smell, and it's Recall, you know. So yeah, lemon helps you retain. We're gonna forget we're forgetting the idea of doing a pocket. Tangerine helps your creativity. I'm trying to think of some other ones. It's been so long, I don't really remember. Unless there's something that I need to be taking to help me. Lemon's supposed to help you get your scent back. Oh, shoot. The other thing that one of my friends, he's a EMT, he told me, this sounds disgusting. He said you take an orange, and like an orange slice. I don't know exactly how this works. This is what I am envisioning. And you hold it like if you have a gas stove, or over a flame, an open flame, until it's just charred. And this is what he told me. I'm not joking. And then I think he said to mix it with, did he say brown sugar? Like in a cup, like a coffee cup. And then you're supposed to mix it up and then drink it. That just sounds absolutely horrific to me. I'm like, I think I'm okay with, I like that, because this can be a pocket now. I'm okay. I'll just wait until my scent comes back. I'm not doing that. Ugh. So there you go. You got a little interior design lesson today from Angela, and a little how scent affects your creativity and such. So there you have it. You're welcome. It's never a dull moment. I just wanted to see if I could use another one of these up. Do you guys ever watch people and go, yes, use that one? And then when they don't, you go, oh, man, wish you would have used that. Oh, the bee's cute there. I think that's too much. We could tab it. No, we're just going to leave it alone. Stop when well enough is good. Okay, so here's what we ended up with. We didn't do too bad. Now I have more finished ephemera. That makes me happy. So we have all of those. And this. Oh, wait. This and that. Fantastic. Well, thanks for playing along. And remember, if you want to join in on her on Tanya's challenge, hop on over. And I probably forgot to say, you know, she does a prize if you know, what you do is you post one for every week for 4 weeks. You can do them all in 1 week if you want. And it doesn't matter. You just need to post 4 of them for the 4 weeks. And then she draws out of her special pretty Edith Holden teapot. We're having some problems with, oh, that's because it's the wrong, gosh. I'm falling apart here. I'm like, why is that not going into there? Wrong glue. But I do have an issue there. There we go. But yeah, you can play along too. And it's so fun to see everybody's take on the challenge and what they create. It's really cool. So I appreciate it very much. And I think you will enjoy it too. Okay, friends. Well, we'll call this a video. And I hope to see you next time. Until then, remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.